Hi, Mr. Ketan.
Hi. Okay. My experience in a banking industry. I started think I in a banking from 1992. The way back when the computerization has just started in a market. So I was involved in this system from 1992. So I have seen all the phases of the banking industry, how it's evolved from the manual to the computerization, from the single window systems to the core banking or mobile banking and all these things. So I have spent almost around 30 years in this banking industry in a various part of the world. Like I work in India, Middle East, and most of the time I was in Africa. From 2005, I'm in Africa. So I have seen how Africa has evolved in this banking industry from the day one. So that is the experience I have, that I have gone through all the phases of banking. See, banking industry is the oldest business in the world. It was started in the ancient time, Roman and all that, and that time the temple used to give the loan, king used to collect the taxes. So it is a banking industry only. But the new trends when after 1913, when US established a federal bank, the real banking has started. So in a banking scenario, we have various steps. Like in Africa, if you see, it's a SACO, it's the first step. The SACOs, then the microfinance. In a microfinance, you have two types: deposit taking and non-deposit taking microfinance. Then you have a smaller bank, which is a community banks and all these things. And then you have a bigger banks, and then you have a nationalized bank. So all these comes together and make a ecosystems of a banking. So each segment cater to one particular part, like SACOs to the rural area and small things. The microfinance is on a second level, or then the third, community banks, which is purely for a business people who do the business with the community and all these things. And then obviously national bank like KCB and all these things, they caters to the whole corporates and the retail banking system. So all these things comes together and make an ecosystem. So there are various things in a banking system, like I said, SACOs, microfinance, cooperative banks, or national banks, and then non-financial institute also a part of a banking system, which they provide loans and all these things to the people who don't have a bank account or something. They don't have a proper business regulation statements and all these things, where the non-NBFC, like a non-banking financial institute, come into the pictures, and they give a provide a loan on their risk. So all these people come together and set up one banking ecosystem. See, banking industry evolved in a various way. Now, if you see, compare with the older system, it was all manual and everything. Now you have a digitalizations and everything. So the system become a more foolproof, and all these things. The customers are getting a more services. Banking become a faster. You can do anything in a one tap. On your mobile, you can get a mobile banking statement, you can check request, you can withdraw the money, you can send the money. So the way banking is going from the manual to the computerizations, it's changed as per the time and the need of the customer. So now what we need is, customers, I don't want to go to the bank, I want to do everything on my mobile or on my laptop. So the way technology is impacting on this banking system is becoming a more faster, more reliable, more foolproof systems. Like you don't have a much of a fraud and all these things, and the delay in banking works. Previously, the check clearance was taking 3 to 4 days time. Now it is a one day or a real time. You can do RTGS like a real time. I will send the money immediately. She will get the money. So that's the changes are happening in the banking system. Ah, See, technology is the key. Now you don't do anything without the technology. Everything is a technology. Even what we are doing is a technology. So bank has to go for this technology to be in the market. See, the customer is the key, and the data is the future. So if unless and until you adopt this technology, you will not have a data. And if you don't have a data, you cannot understand your customer. What customer needs, what customer wants, what is the competitions. So once the technology is like previously everything was a manual. Now you have a both manual also and the computerized also. But if you see the difference, manual system who are using a manual system, they are at very low level. But the people who have adopted the technology, they have grown fast in their business. So to remain in the competitions, to remain in the market, to give a better services and adopting a new technology is a must. So obviously the technology, new technologies like we say from manual to we come to the computerization. Now we are going to the neo banking. Neo banking is nothing but the digital banking. There will be no branches. It's a without human. Everything virtual. So now banking industry is going in that way. They can't afford the overhead of human resources. They can't afford the rent of the branches. They can't afford the furnitures, electricity bills, and all these things. So they are all moving towards the technology. They are running. They are rushing. Actually, it is not good, but they are going for that because, after all, they are doing a business for a profit, and they want a major stake of the society. So without technology, it is not possible. So anyway, technology is going to play a major role in the banking industry in the future, within 2 3 years. See, when you grow, the challenge is going to come. Like banking is going towards the digitalizations and all these things. They are growing. Their business is going everything, but they are also facing the challenges. The challenges is like a first is the biggest challenge they are facing is the regulation part, compliances. Each and every bank has to submit 200 reports in a month. It is headache for them. They can't even for a computerization don't help that. So meeting this government compliance is becoming a headache. Then the cyber security threats. People are hacking the system. People are taking out money from the other bank account. This thing. Third thing is retaining the customer. Today I am giving a better service. Tomorrow another bank people moves. It's becoming like now people customers are not loyal. Where they are getting a better rate, where they are getting a better service, they move immediately. They just move their account there, open new account over there. So retaining the customer is the biggest challenge in this technology part. Fourth thing is the retaining the employee, their own employee, because in the technology part they need a skilled employee who know the technology. They hire them on a good salary, but some bank, other bank offer them good packages. They just move over there because the technology is the same. So retaining that own people also becoming the biggest challenge in that, and the competition. Now you see all banks offer the same thing. If some bank come with a one offer, second day another bank will come with the same offer. Third bank will come with the same offer. So competition is so fast and the volume is very low. Kenya population is 40 million. Out of that, only 10% have a bank account. So 4 million. To 4 million in a 40 bank. So everybody is snatching each and everybody customers to have their own. So all these challenges are coming for them. Business is a one part, but these are the internal challenges they are facing in due to this technology part. See, Africa is a different breed. Is not affected with outside. Yeah, they are always fine. In 2009, what happened? Everybody was in a recession. Africa was doing well. Why all these vendors are in Africa? Because of 2009 recession. That time Africa was growing. You have to note that when world was going on the recession, the Africa was emerging. So Africa, I don't think Africa is a different breed. Or and all the these two banks wind up in a US make no zero difference. Here, two three banks has wind up. It's make any difference to the African people? No way. They know what to do and when to do. See, these people, these type of banks affects where the stock markets are. The country where have a stock market is a very good. The people are investing in stocks and outside markets or US investing in the. It is not the case in Africa. So these type of things, I think never Africa will never affected that part of the life. So I am always confident about the Africa that Africa is going to be future of the world, and that's the reason. Last 15, 17 years I am in Africa.
Wow, wow, that's encouraging to hear.
So Nigeria is the third largest economy in the world. You know, the population of Nigeria is how much? 200 million people. Okay, with 200 million people, they have a 153 millions of a mobile user. You see the volume. The you have a various people who are using this transaction system like InterSwitch and all these things and all these things. But last month, InterSwitch has done 1.2 billion transactions in a month.
In a month. Wow.
So in a year, they are doing a 15 million transaction. Out of that, InterSwitch own 90% stack. So even though there are so many companies are there, but the InterSwitch is the key because he is holding a 90% of the market shares. And because of this volume, the Nigeria is the attraction, center of attractions. The cross-border payment. In Kenya, we will not see that much of a cross-border payment. But in Nigeria, because of that economy, the oil, gas, and all these things, the cross-border payment is on a large amount. Their transactions are in a huge quantity. And that's the reason this transaction business is the attractions of center of attractions in Nigeria because it's a huge business. 1.2 billion transaction in a month is largest. Where in Safaricom here you have only 40 millions. Out of that, hardly they are 20 million people are using this M-Pesa and all these things. Because second thing, the Nigerian population is a young population. They 153 million users are, I say, one SIM card. They are holding two SIM cards, three SIM cards. The BlackBerry was the highest selling mobile in Nigeria. Still they are using a BB data, BBM, for a national identification. So Nigeria is the largest in Africa.
Yes.
If you compare all other Africa regions and Nigeria is alone. And that's the reason everybody wants to go into the Nigeria.
Interesting.
The money. After all,
That's the good.
Ethiopia is a very conservative country. It's limited to their things only because they are never colonized. Nobody rules them. So they don't know outside the world. And they don't want to go out of the world. So they remain in their system only. Okay, Safaricom has launched M-Pesa, but with the conditions they are going to use the Ethernet infrastructure. So they cannot compete with the Ethernet. Unless and until if M-Pesa coming drop down their prices very low and give a very competitive packages on a data or a mobile or on a mobile transfer. Ethiopia will not move to the Safaricom M-Pesa. So it will take time until these KCB, Standard Chartered banks, they are opening their branches in Ethiopia. Once it's happened, then this M-Pesa and Safaricom going to work. Today also, if you see in Ethiopia, 80% or 90% people are using a Ethernet.
Yeah.
Safaricom penetration is a very low because of the same charges and same services they are giving, what Ethernet is giving, because they are using the Ethernet infrastructure. So slowly, and already Ethiopia has started their own money transfer system in a beer, and government has made compulsory to do the payment on that system only. So for a scope of M-Pesa restricted to fewer people like me who are experts over there, or who are coming outside from, or who are going from Africa to Kenya and all other things, so they can use M-Pesa because they are using M-Pesa here. Going over there and adopting a new system is challenging for me, so I will use M-Pesa. Yeah, but after all, it is a Safaricom. He will do whatever trick he wants to do, and he will enter into the market. So obviously, people will look for options, and if Safaricom comes with a good options, people will move to that. See, it is a both side, Bank also have to think, and people also have to think. People have to change their mentality from the cash to cashless.
Yes.
Unless I change my mind, bank will not going to help me.
Yeah.
If I want to be operate in a cash economy, nobody can stop me. Some people likes to carry a cash. I don't like. If you find my purse now, you will find 50 shillings in my pocket. So it's a depend on the mentality of a people who are using this banking system. They should adopt the cashless economy. Then only bank can help you. Okay, bank is going for this all new applications, or attracting a young generations and all this thing. But somehow, like you say, it's a Figo Bank, equity. See, it's nothing. It's nothing but a M-Pesa type of a thing. What you are doing in M-Pesa, you load the money and you transfer the money. In Figo Bank, what you do, you attach your account and use that account money for a money transfer. So what they have changed, that you loading part they have removed. So you can attach your bank account to this app, and from that your bank account, whatever, you don't have to worry again and again loading of the money. Secondly, they are not charging. Why they are not charging? Because it's attached to the bank account, so they don't have to load the money. But the persons like me, if I think M-Pesa is not secure, today if I do one wrong transactions, it takes 72 hours to refund me. If suppose it's happened to in my bank account and my bank account is empty, what I will do? That's another fear. See, this type of app is very popular in India. GPay, Google Pay, which is attached to my account, and I do. But it is a very secure system. So we don't mind to attach my bank account to this such type of app. But here in Africa, it's become a very difficult because of the security. Cyber security law is not implemented forcefully here. It is optional, still optional.
Yeah.
And that's the reason still M-Pesa having a fraud.
Yeah.
Many times. I also have faced this problem. So it's okay to launch such products and attract the customers, but for that you should have a bank account. If you don't have a bank account, what you will do with that app? Nothing. So M-Pesa is the options where you don't have a bank account, no problem. You have a Safaricom SIM card, load the money, use the money, and you know what money you are using. In this app, you don't know how much money you are using because you have a balance in your bank and it is going from your bank. But in a M-Pesa, oh, 5,000 is gone. Oh, 10, now it's only 2,000 in my account. So these are the things. This app is okay for a people like us who are salaried people and all these things who wants to use this type of I don't want to go every time to the M-Pesa and load the money. I will just attach my account. So but attracting the major chunk of this Kenyan market, who are the Masai people who came every day to sell something, coffees and vegetables and fruits and Masai products and all this. They need every day they need money and every day they want to buy and then sell. So bank has to concentrate on that part. See, educated people like you and me, we know the banking. We know the importance of the banking account, but these people don't know. They says, give me 1,000 shillings today morning, evening I will return you. And that's the reason this chap loan and all these things, mobile phone loan and is come into the picture. How much they charge? 30% interest in a month. So if I am taking 1,000 shillings, I am paying 300 shilling as a interest. So what I am earning? You are killing this economy by that way.
Yeah, for sure.
People who take 1,000 shilling loan and pay 1,300 is not a fair. They are not making a 2,000 out of 1,000. 100% profit is not there. They can pay this type of amount. So bank has to concentrate on these people and give them a facilities. Okay, you also be a part of this banking system. Even open a zero balance account and we will give you the services. You do all transaction with us. We will keep a record of that, how much you are buying, how much you are paying. And from that, we will give you the loan. There is nothing called successful salesperson. Nothing. It's an attitude. Attitude.
Wow.
See, salesperson should not wait for a customers to buy. You have to go and sell. It's all about the salesperson's approach towards the market, towards the customers, which make him a successful or non-successful. If you are on a see, there are two, three things. The first thing, you should be a good listener. When customer is talking, keep quiet. Listen to them. If you listen to him carefully, fully, till he is finished, you will come to know what he wants, why he wants, and when he wants. So once you realize that, okay, he is looking for this thing, and when he is going to, it's become your half work is done. Then you know what product to pitch. Whether he's see, like in Israeli terms, it says the market sales is a pain. Pain is a one word, but it's a total sales system. In a lighter word, I will say, if you need a boyfriend, what you will see, what you will do, you will look for a. All boys are not your boyfriend. They are not your prospects.
Yes.
Few. You will select few. Okay. Then you analyze him. Yeah, which one is best? Third one, you will see you is identify. Oh, he has a budget to maintain me, or no? Then you will negotiate with him. Okay, I am interested in you, and it's the same system. Pain is what? P is a prospect. You have to identify the right prospect for you. Then only 40 banks is not my prospect. Out of 40 banks, 2 banks is my prospect. So you have to identify the right prospect. Then you have A. A is a assessment of a need. What customer want. You cannot sell everything to the customers. What they want, what is their pain area, what they are looking immediately. You have to do that assessment of a need. Third is I, identification of a right person. You cannot sell HR persons to the manufacturing unit head. You have to connect to the HR person only to sell the HR system. So you have to identify the right person and the budget, whether bank have a budget or not. Okay, I want to buy. I want to buy a Telsa, but I don't have a budget. I have a budget of Toyota. What I will do with that? It's not my prospect. And N is a negotiation. Negotiation is not a one step. It is a skill. How you are negotiating with the customer. Where your company is benefited and customer also think, oh, I win this deal. I have make vendor to come down to this level, or I have got what I want with such a price. It's a skill. So every time it is not like that you have to negotiate on the prices only. You can offer more services, another solutions what you have. Suppose someone is buying a core banking solutions and you don't want to reduce the price, offer them a mobile banking.
Yeah.
I will combine this mobile banking and what you are doing, you are selling your two products.
Yeah.
What customer is feeling? Oh, I am getting mobile banking free. So these are the negotiation skills. It is not always a price. This is the services. This is the product what you are selling, giving additions to what customer is asking. So I don't see in the 30 years what I have done hundred of deals and all these things. I says I have put specific specialized efforts in that. You have to go with the flow. But one thing you have to understand: customer is a king.
Customer.
So make him happy.
Yeah.
Till my philosophy is, till I am selling, I am a company concern. I don't want company to be loose. And when I sold that product, I become a customer centric. Then I will see that customer should be happy, not company, because he is giving me a business. This another lighter one. It's like a having a affair or having a boyfriend or a girlfriend and marriage. Before in a boyfriend girlfriend relations, you keep what he wants, how you want. Oh, I will do this. Everything you are taking care like a baby. And after marriage,
It's
you are on your way, I am on my way. It's not like that. It's not work like that. So you have to maintain the balance between that company and the consumer customer. After all, customer next business is coming from that customers, not from the company.
yeah.
So you have to. The success is depend on you, how you are approaching and how you are keeping the relations. Previously, it was a C2C, then B2B, then B2C. Now it is H2H, human to human.
Wow.
So whatever relation, today I am doing my 90% business on a relationship, my networking. People knows me. People know Ketan is a word of commitment. So he give me the business. So salesperson should be like that. There is a nothing I say specific path or a knowledge or a technique which you can use to get the business. If you want, it is your mind. I want this business, then you will get that business anyhow. Then you will find. First thing you have to keep in mind: I am not going to get that business. Then you will think on a reverse. Always think reverse. If I don't get this business, why I am not getting business? You will come to know the reasons. Oh, because of these reasons, I will not get the business. So you will improve that gaps, and then you will get the business. Don't think, oh, I am going to get this business. Then you will never succeed. Think negative in sales. Huh? Radians have a full basket of a banking product or insurance products.
Yes.
They are doing another product also, but I say I am a BFSI head, so I only look after the BFSI segments and all these things. So Radiance offers a variety of products like a core banking, mobile banking, internet banking, then CRM, and then insurance products, B2C products, and all these things. So and their products is already proven tested in the market. They have installations in various part of the world, and because of this their experience in India, Mexico, and Europe sides and all these things, and now they are having some few customers in Africa also, and they want to penetrate in this market. I think uh, they have come with good partners and good products in this market, which is cost effective, easy to implementations. It's not take much of the times of all these things. specific to the agency banking or a core banking type of a thing, some mobile banking. There are many players. I don't say that Radian is the only player in the market. There are many players who are locally, who are outsiders and all these things. But as I said, everybody has their own market. And Radian is doing the same things, that they are not going for the bigger things. They are targeting the market which is niche market, like SACOs, microfinance, two-tier banks, three-tier banks, and all these things in initial stage. And they want to penetrate in this market, and then once they establish in this market, they will go for a bigger one. So now, like Radian is targeting East and West market majorly. So, because the South Africa market is a very saturated market, it's a different kind of things. It's like Europe, so they don't allow outsiders and all these things, and they have many rules and regulations and regulators. So we have kept the South Africa part aside, and only we are concentrating on East and West Africa, where still market is there. Still, I say 40%, 50% of SACOs and microfinance don't have a proper system. They are using some local system which is not helping them to grow. So what Radian wants to play the part to provide them a better technology at cost effective, whether they want on a cloud or they want on a license basis, and help them to grow into their business. So they can use this technology, new technologies, and give a better services to the this Africa market.